Gary, I was watching your interview with your brother Grant, and man, I'm just sitting there because I'm from Louisiana. I live right outside of New Orleans, man, and just hearing y'all stories as kids growing up, and it was almost like so similar to my childhood. Now, I didn't maybe get in as much trouble as y'all did, but it really just like motivated me, man, to keep doing what I'm doing. And it really kind of like, I look at y'all as mentors. So this is really awesome to have you on, man.
Oh, thank you, man. That's it. That's really, that's probably mostly why I do this.
Oh,
Uh,
dude, so
yeah,
I know you had mentioned that, you kind of stayed, out of social media, out of, podcast, and that was more Grant's thing. That was because you were kind of in the corporate world.
yeah. I mean, I mean, I helped build a public company. When you're a public company and you have shares, you have to be a little respectful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, Grant saw Facebook and punctured it. Really, really took it. Really grabbed it. And quite frankly, I mean, I looked at that and said, "Oh, that's really interesting what he's done." It would not have been my approach, and I have never liked consumer businesses, but some of the most successful people I know. In fact, one of my investments throws off so much cash, and it too is a consumer business. So consumer focused, but it's just never been my deal. I don't like consumers. They you'll see why probably this weekend because they cause trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're they require specialty. I think when your mind works in a certain way that you can't serve certain markets.
Mm-hmm.
So just what? It's a great story how two kids with not a lot really. I mean, I don't want to overplay how much we didn't have. We should not overplay it. We had 3 squares a day. Okay, I wasn't being beat, raped, or I mean, there's a lot of people that had it worse.
So yeah, somebody's always got it worse, but
Oh,
you
for
still,
sure, man. But for two guys popping out of one home in a really, not a prestigious area, and
Mhm.
then both taking really very, very different pathways should be a really interesting message to everyone, in particular anyone that's listening to a career educator person. Like, uh, what you need to do. You don't
Mhm.
need to go ask somebody what to do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can make it in this world, depending on which, no matter what path you take.
Now, I don't remember if it was with your interview with Patrick Bet-David or with Grant, and you had kind of mentioned, that your think needs to be better. So coming from Lake Charles, I'm coming from a small town outside of New Orleans. Could you kind of break down what you mean by that? Your think has to be better, and when did that hit you? Like, did that hit you in college, high school?
Can you remind me of the phrase again?
Yeah, you basically said like your think needs to be bigger. Like at some point you got to see like this bigger picture. I think y'all were referring to you and Grant, and then you had mentioned like real estate made millionaires, but Wall Street made billionaires because Grant went more to the real estate route and you went more into the commodities route.
Yeah, hey, for sure. Like, I find real estate very boring. Okay, there have been a lot of rich people from made in real estate, and look, I have investments with Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I should actually do an assessment over some of my trading decisions. See, I invest in companies, I buy them. I don't make any money. Like Grant loves cash flow. I don't make money for years sometimes. Like my last deal that I just exited, I stopped taking a salary. I don't think I took a salary
Mm-hmm.
ever. And if I did, I just stopped because somebody was whining that I wasn't doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, gosh, I'll just stop taking the salary. Now nobody can, blame me. But so I'm underpaid like 90% of the time, and then I get a smackaroonie.
So what do you mean by that? Like you're putting in sweat equity into these companies and you're building it out for an exit? Is that like you're looking at the bigger picture?
Well, so you asked about, hey, get the big thought, but I just wanted to make sure people understood, we just get to different places. Grant, at some point, I told Grant for a decade, now he won't tell you this, but I told him for maybe 15 years, hey, you have to expand out of the automobile industry. You're too comfortable there. You have to go mainstream. I think he did furniture, and then, hey, listen, everybody's scared to go break into a new industry. Okay, it's scary. It's
Yeah.
scary. You don't know the nomenclature. You don't have any contacts. The contacts you do get, you have to ask somebody, and now you owe them a favor. Man, it's hard. That's why people get stuck in industries, which I think is a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in now 4 industries, and I'm going to get to the big think here in a second. But what Grant's done is Grant realized after, okay, he's selling to automobile dealers,
Mm-hmm.
pitching books and motivation. And then he saw the internet, and then he started, going kind of Anthony Robbins thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's really, I think, pulled it all together with his style of entertainment. And he used, as did Trump, he really put his beak into technology, which is very interesting. How old is Trump today?
He's got
Older
to
than
be
us,
his
right?
70s. Yeah, his 70s.
So 70-year-old and a 60-year-old, 50-year-old.
And Grant did an
Really,
interview with Trump too, right?
oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
But
wow.
he, these older guys seeing this problem and going, hey, this Facebook thing, I can use this
Mm-hmm.
to get my message out. So when I say think big, I have dealt with really, really large companies my whole life. I mean, from ExxonMobil to uh, Norwegian government, the UK government. I spent 5 years with the UK energy minister, changing the way the energy markets work in the entire United Kingdom. I mean, that
Wow.
market today works because some crazy Yank like me walked over there on a 6-month assignment. I came back 10 years, built 2 multi-billion-dollar businesses, and the price in the United Kingdom, I've never said this to anyone before. The price in the United Kingdom when I got there was here. I'm going to confuse you with the currencies and the units, so I'm not going to do that to you. But the price was here. By the time I left, the price had literally gone below 50%.
Real.
Okay, and it shows you the power of competitive forces that markets, if you can design markets very carefully, you can remove cartels, you can remove club structure, monopoly structures that are by de facto grossly inefficient.
Mm-hmm.
They're paid to be inefficient, and there's no transparency. And so you move from big corporate world to consumer. I'm actually the Robin Hood to the consumer. This is what's so fucking hilarious about this FTC suit, because I have saved millions of people, like, thousands of dollars on the utility bills in the United Kingdom for 10 years alone. I mean, just go ask anybody in energy in the United Kingdom what their energy bills did while I was there. Funny enough, 2002, go track the damn chart on that gas and at the at Thettlethorpe, or the natural gas balancing point in the UK. I guarantee you, 2002, price started creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
when I left, people
Mm-hmm.
left, and so I began to understand that thinking big does not require any more energy.